this session. And then I'm gonna share my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, so first off, let us open PowerPoint. Let's, for example, go with presentation, our last presentation. Um, we've seen basically everything from the home tab, the insert tab, the transitions tab, and everything. But I don't believe that we've seen how to insert links in a presentation. I'm gonna first need to please hold on. I'm gonna bring the presentation I'm preparing for you for about Microsoft Word. It's almost done. We're gonna use that as an example. Okay. Okay, here we have the document. I've got two versions. I've got two versions. Up layout tab. Here's the content of the slide. It's kind of a summary of what we have seen about Microsoft Word. Okay, it isn't supposed to be. It isn't supposed to substitute the videos. Okay, so you should still watch the videos you want if you want everything that we've talked about. Okay. Um, can you hear me now? Okay. Is the sound audible? Okay. Let us continue. Okay. So let's close this one up. Let's go with this one. Uh, okay. So we've seen how to insert animations. Okay. We've seen how to insert animations. Let's go with a preview of this slide. Okay. Microsoft Word by Mohammed Idris Almash. First, we got the content of this presentation. We start by an introduction, then we go on to some generalities about Microsoft Word, the File tab, the Insert tab, the Layout tab, and the Reference tab, the References tab. Okay? Introduction. Now, here we have a general overview of the Home tab about Microsoft Word. We've seen everything in detail in the video. Okay? Here we just summarize the most important things about this tab. Okay? The Insert tab. Okay, now if we don't use the presentation view or the full screen view, notice if I go to the first slide, notice that some text is jumbled together. It isn't very pretty. Okay, so that's why I used animations, appearance animations, and exit animations. Okay, entrance and exit animations. Here, if we, for example, let's select this, you can add animation, entrance and exit animations. Okay, entrance and exit. That's why that's why each element in each element I've inserted an entrance animation and an exit animation for it to not intrude on the next element. Okay, let's go. For example, let's move on to how we can insert links. If you want to insert links in your Microsoft PowerPoint document, or PowerPoint presentation, you should select the element you want to insert the link in. Okay, so for example, let's select the title. When we select the title, notice if I don't select it, I can't insert a link. These options become grayed out. Okay, but if I select the title like so, I can insert a link. Now, what does that mean? A link can be an internal link, meaning it redirects you to a different part of your presentation, okay? It's inside the presentation. Or an external link, like a website, a video, or anything of that sort, okay? So here, link to, notice here we have existing file or web page, okay? Here we have place in this document, meaning it's an internal link. Now, if I, for example, choose a place in this document, now what this does, it references every slide I have in this document, okay? And I can choose the slide that the link would take me to, okay? Let's, for example, let's choose, for example, the final slide. Now, once I click OK, if I click on this link on the title here, because I want to insert the link in the title, okay? I selected the title and then I went to the insert tab and then I chose link and then place in this document, and then I chose the place in this document where I want the link to take me, okay? So let's click OK and see what happens. Now, if we click on this in this view, if I click on this, it takes me to the last slide, okay? This doesn't make sense, but keep in mind it's just so we can try. It doesn't make sense. I will show you how to properly use this. Let's remove the link like so. Excuse me. Okay, so the way you would want to use this is particularly with images. For example, you can insert a logo here, and each time you click on that logo, it brings you to a specific slide, okay? Okay, so let's try it. Let's insert a picture. Let's choose I don't know, maybe let's choose this picture, okay? Okay, let's insert this picture right here, and then let's go to the insert tab and insert a link. Now let's make it link back to the contents tab, okay? Let's insert that link. Okay, notice it. Notice the hint says content, meaning that this picture, when I click this picture, it would take me back to the content slide. Okay, so I can see the contents of the entire presentation. Let's copy. Remember, we can use Control C to copy anything, and let's, for example, paste, paste, paste. Okay, so now let's try and run this in its full screen view. Okay, first we got the title, which is Microsoft Word, and now we have the contents. Let's move on with the presentation. Now, if I want to, for example, from this slide to go back to the content slide, all I have to do is click this picture, and here we are back at the content slide. Okay, now a hint that I should give you is, notice before I copied the picture and pasted it in all other slides, in all the other slides, I first inserted the link in the picture and then I copied the picture. So what it does is it copies the picture along with any change you've done to that picture. Okay, so I inserted the link first and then I copied the picture. If I had copied the picture without inserting the link first, what I have to do is I have to insert the link in every other picture that I copied. Okay, that's why I inserted the picture, positioned it in the right place, and then inserted the link and then copied the picture and pasted it across the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so it pasted it along with any change I've made to that picture. Is everything clear? I said, is everything clear? Or should I repeat myself? What do you mean somehow yes? It's either yes or no. So if you want me to repeat the process, I got no problem with that. Let's go back and try another thing, okay? So let's undo the changes we've done to this document, okay? Let's undo the changes. Let's go back. Let's go back now. So, just a second. So let's go back and redo the whole thing, okay? So what we want to do for our newcomer is to insert links. Links in any element of the presentation. You can insert a link in a word, in a word, a shape, an element, anything in the presentation. I can even select this little dot right here and insert a link. So each time I click on the dot, it takes me to that link. Okay, so its use it is better utilized using pictures, shapes, and everything. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's insert a picture. Okay, let's go with this one, this flag. Let's first resize the picture. Let's insert it here. Let's make it even smaller, maybe more compact, so that it doesn't take much space. Perfect. Okay, let's try and copy this picture without inserting the link first. Okay, Control C. We can copy the picture using Control C shortcut, or we can right click and then select copy. Okay, let's paste the picture using Control V. We can use Control V to paste the picture, or let's use the other way, which is right click and then choose the paste option. Okay, use destination theme or paste the picture as is. Okay, we're going to select the first option. Okay, let's continue. Let's copy the picture, copy the picture. Let's now insert our link. We should select first, before inserting or applying any changes to anything in our document. First thing we gotta do is to select our element and then apply the desired changes. The changes I want to apply to this image is I want to make this image link or take me to somewhere else, okay, inside the document. So now first notice, if I don't select the image, this view, this part right here is all grayed out. I can't do anything with it. But once I select my element, now I can insert a link. Now I've told you before that Microsoft Office, if you hover around any part of these tabs, it gives you a hint. This hint tells you exactly what that element does. Now, what this element does is add a hyperlink. Create a link in your document for quick access to web pages and files. Hyperlinks can also take you to places in your document. Okay, that's exactly what it does. Now, let's click on this link. Now we can insert a link. We're gonna see how to redirect to an existing web page, but first let's redirect in to a place in our document. Okay, places in our document. Now let's choose the content slide, so that each time I click on this image, it takes me back to the content slide, slide number 2. Okay, it's the slide that just after the title slide. Okay, now if we hover around the picture, notice that the hint here says content. It takes us to the content slide. But now if I move on to the next slide, here we've got no hyperlinks. Okay, let's go, for example, to slide number 8. Let's go to slide number 8 and insert a hyperlink. Okay, let's go with this. Let's take us to the content slide. Okay, now if we move on to the full screen view, let's go to slide number 8. Slide number 4. Slide number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Here, notice that when I clicked on the image, it took me back to the content slide. That's because I've inserted the link. But let's go, for example, to slide number I don't know, slide number 4. If I click on this image, it doesn't take me anywhere. In fact, it just moves on with the presentation. Okay, Why? Because this image doesn't have a link inserted in it, because I've copied the image before I've inserted the link. That's why I told you that before you do anything, you should prepare the image, prepare the link, especially if it links back to the same page. Okay, so let's move back. Let's go back. We can go back using this arrow or by using Control Z. Okay, now notice the hint says undo resize object. Control Z, meaning that the functionality of this arrow right here is substituted with the keyboard shortcut of Control plus Z. Okay, so let's redo the whole thing. Okay, let's redo the whole thing. Let's insert everything once again. Let's go with, for example, let's go with, oh, my bad. Okay, let's go with the picture first. Insert the same picture. First, we've got to resize this picture. Notice that if you want to resize a shape or a picture, it works on both shapes and pictures. You can grab the white dots and then move as you wish. Okay, now we have this circular element to rotate the picture. Okay, and anywhere else in the shape, if we grab and drag, it relocates the shape. Okay, let's first relocate it to the corner, top right corner of the slide, and then let's resize it. Let's resize it. Let's make it even smaller. Perfect. Okay, now we select our picture and then we move on to the Insert tab and select Link. We want to insert a link in this picture. Okay, we want it to take us back to the contents slide. Okay, now we click OK, and now the hint says content, meaning that this picture contains a hyperlink that takes us back to the contents slide. Okay, slide number 2. Now everything is prepared. Now what I have to do is to copy this picture using Control C or right click and copy. Okay, and then let's go to the rest of the slides and press Control V. Control V. Now I copied the picture, okay, but I've copied the picture along with the link it contains. Okay, let's move on to the other slides. We're done. Now we're done. Okay, let's use this view. Okay, first we have the content slide. Here we have the first slide. For example, let's say I want to go back here. Let's click on this image. Takes us back to the content slide. Now any slide, I can go back from any slide in this presentation to the content slide using this image. Okay, by clicking this image. Is everything clear here? Okay, not somehow. It's clear 100%. Okay, let's now. Okay, perfect. Now let's try to insert a link to an existing web page. Okay, to an existing web page. Let's search up, for example, Let's search up Microsoft Word. Okay, let's go with Microsoft Office. Okay, Microsoft 365 login. Okay, this works. Now, let's add, for example, I'm gonna remove this later. For example, okay. For example, let's add a new slide. Let's entitle it with Microsoft Office Online. Okay, Microsoft Office Online. Now, let's just insert a phrase, sign up today. Okay, let's try and make this little phrase redirect us to the Microsoft Office online website. Okay, what you want to do is select the entire phrase and then go to the insert tab and press link. Okay, if same thing with the picture, if I have nothing selected, I can now I have this text box selected. If I want to make this text box redirect me to Microsoft Office Online website, I can do that because this text box is considered an element in this slide. Okay, if I have nothing selected, I can't insert a link. I cannot insert a link. Okay, now what I want to do is not make this entire text box clickable. I want to make only this phrase clickable. Okay, let's select it and then press link, and now I don't want it to take me back to another slide in my document. I want it to take me back to an existing file or a web page. Okay, an existing file or a web page. I can also reference a document. Okay, a document, an external document in my computer. Okay, now I can browse my files here, or to open a window for me to browse my files. Now I can, for example, go to the desktop here and let's choose, for example, a file from this. We have no files that can be read in PowerPoint. Okay, let's for example go to the downloads. Here we can choose a different file from our computer, so whenever I click on this phrase, the phrase that we wanted to insert the link in, it opens this document. Okay, so we're not gonna do that here. We're gonna choose a browser page. Okay, Here, let's choose Microsoft. Yes. This is the file. Can't reach this page. Why not? Oh, so the browser is old. Okay. Okay, let's make it link to this page right here. Not a bookmark. Address. Here we put our address here. Okay. Now let's go and test this out. Notice it opened this this link right here. Okay. It is using Microsoft Office, so we can just copy this one here. Okay, let's first remove the link. Let's click on the link. Now let's click on remove the link, and let's insert the link again. Select where we want to insert the link, and then click on link, and then let's choose, let's insert the address. Okay, right click and then click on paste. Okay, let's try it again. Notice here it took us to the sign up page of Microsoft Office Online. Okay, so it worked flawlessly. Oh no, it's not an internet problem. This is first it opened Microsoft Explorer. Do you know Microsoft Explorer? Maybe you're too young to remember it. Microsoft Explorer is an old browser. It is retired now. Retired meaning they don't use it. Yeah, expired essentially. Yeah, they replaced it with Microsoft Edge right here. Okay, but apparently I don't have to use Microsoft Edge because I chose Firefox as my default browser. That's why it opened it, no problem. Okay. So is everything clear, or should I redo the whole thing? Do you guys have any questions? Yes, meaning you have questions, or yes, meaning you have understood everything? About the exam. So now let's talk about the exam. Yeah, I've spoken with your teacher today, and seeing as that you're numerous, we can't do a practical exam. We can't do a practical exam, and even if you were few in numbers, uh, the version of Microsoft Office installed in the school's PCs is the French version, and I believe that you don't want to take your exams in French. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes,
Okay.
like we are not going. We don't want like a French exam.
Yes, and you would be right. Because essentially you're gonna be English teachers. Uh, you don't want to be studying anything in French, especially computer science and anything relating to computer science, which is you can say based on English. Even programming, even the programming languages, the keywords are based on the English language. Okay, so I decided to do a written exam. I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe that it would be the last exam that you would take this year. Okay? And don't forget that after everything is done, after you went back home, I will give you assignments for you to do. And these assignments would be worth extra marks. Okay?
So what about the ones who doesn't have like PCs? Because I don't have one.
Um, if you don't have one, if you can't find one, or you can just borrow one and do the assignments. These assignments are not what I would call exactly mandatory, because they are worth extra marks. They aren't included in the exam, essentially. But if you do them, they would earn you extra marks. So let's say, for example, uh, you took the exam and got 14 out of 20. Okay, so if I give you the assignments and you do the assignments, maybe this mark would go up to, let's say, 17, 18. They are worth extra marks, not.
Okay, I got it. What about the lessons? Like you didn't provide us with PDFs.
No, about the lessons. This one here is the Microsoft Word presentation. Okay, I've summarized everything relating to Microsoft Word that we've seen here. But this lesson shouldn't be the be all and end all of your preparation. Okay, you should take a look at the videos. I'm not saying watch every second of the video, just the essential points. Okay, once you understand what's going on, you can move on to the next point and everything. Okay, uh, the reason why I haven't finished preparing the presentations here is that I've been really busy with work lately. But this weekend I will finish everything and send you the materials. Okay, and you can contact me through email if you have any questions. And next week's session also would be a general revision. We're gonna summarize everything that we've taken a look at in this semester, and that hopefully would help you in your preparations. Okay.
So we have to watch the videos that you sent, but they are not clear like enough.
The
Can you
sound.
like resend them? They are in Moodle, so and we don't have like
No, no,
access to Moodle. We have problems.
Moodle. Yes, they
Like
are
we
in
have
Moodle, but
problems accessing the Moodle.
please, I couldn't get that.
I
Yes.
said we have problems access like to access to Moodle, so
Oh,
it
you
is
don't have access to
a little
Moodle.
bit.
You don't have access
Yes,
to
it's
Moodle.
I have yes, I have problem with it. Like my account is not available or something. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
forgot
So
the
what you can do is contact us. My colleagues work at the networking center في المدرسة, in the school,
yes.
and we hang the paper telling every student, any student that wants to change their password or create an account for them if they don't have an account, to send an email to the dedicated email for Moodle. Okay, so my colleague can create an account for you or change your password or anything. But uh, I've uploaded the videos to YouTube. I haven't uploaded the videos to Moodle. If you go to Moodle, you would find the videos. You would find the links that would take you to YouTube. Okay, but seeing as so many of you don't want to use Moodle, I don't either. I don't want to use Moodle, but they mandated it. Now, if you want to see the videos, you can just access the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel. I'm gonna send you. Let's. I'm gonna send you the link later, okay? In an email. You will find every video on that channel.
Can you send it? Sorry, can you send it to the delegate, like Ishraq? She's the delegate.
I
You
will
can
send it.
send her
I
like
will send it
thing.
to Ishraq and all of you at once, okay?
Okay,
So
okay,
that if anyone didn't get the link through the email, the delegate would send it to them, okay?
okay, no problem.
Let me just give you an advice. When you watch the videos, seeing as they are about an hour long, some of them are about 30 minutes long. Once you understand what I'm trying to do and you figure out how to do it, you should move on to the next point just by skipping through. Okay?
Okay, okay.
And
The
if
next session you will like do like a revision, right?
yes,
So we can get the point.
if you want, we can do two sessions. One on on Tuesday. That would be in the classroom, and another one online on Thursday, if you want. Okay?
I don't know. Like I'm not even there. Like I'm not in Lagwat home, but
Okay.
I'm like if I'm going to like attend, I'm going to attend the online session.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem.
Okay.
We're gonna do a
Yes.
general revision in the online session, and any questions that you have, any questions that you might have had and forgot, once you remember them, you can send me an email containing your questions, okay?
Okay.
You
Okay.
don't have to wait for the online session, okay?
Okay. Okay.
So, do you have any further questions about the exam, about
No.
anything?
No. Thank you.
Okay. So if nobody has any further questions, uh, we're gonna call it quits right here, and I'm gonna upload this video to YouTube. Okay. Okay. So goodbye, and we meet next week, inshallah.